Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Uh, since we're into November now, I had these. I've got 3 beers that were sent to me by Sarah. She's a rep for the Hacker-Pschorr and the Paulaner beers here. She's their communication here says Southern Communications, and like I said, she sent me several beers. So Sarah, I do appreciate you reaching out to me and wanting me to send these beers for me to review. Since we end in November and these are fall Oktoberfest beers, we're going to go ahead and review these guys. And on the label here, it's got 0516, Best Buy 0516, so that's May of 2016. So we're well within that window, but I didn't want to keep them too long. I wanted to get to them and was going to get to them before we started all the renovations, but they just everything got pushed back, guys. So let's get on with this one. I have had some of their beers, and it's been several years back since I've had anything from these guys, but they do some pretty tasty stuff. They've been doing beers for a long time. These guys are out of Germany, Munich, Germany. So Germany's been brewing beer for many years, centuries as a matter of fact. So pretty sure they've got it down. They got it figured out and got it down pat by now. So then this is the first. I do a lot of beers from the United States. So I don't buy a lot of imported beers because they are so pricey. I mean, they cost a lot. So I do appreciate Sarah reaching out to me and sending me several of the beers that she represents. So let's see what this one brings to the table here, guys. This is a 5.8 percenter. Says here the IBUs are 28, the letter she sent to me. Also, it has a little information here. It says, Joseph Shore captured the spirit of the first Oktoberfest with a rich, full-bodied amber lager that has come to be imitated around the world. Original Oktoberfest has a nose of black currants and earth with a malt-driven flavor, expertly balanced by Hallertau hops. So, commercial description says here, Bavarian barley slow roasted, caramelized to a rich red amber color combined with the purest spring waters from the Alps, exclusive yeast and finest Hallertau hops. So, food pairings for this beer, guys, says here, cuisine is German. Imagine that, since the beer is German. Glass bars, a pint, becker, nonic, tumbler, mug, stein, sidel. I'm going to use my favorite glass for this, guys. I could use a pint glass, but this, the tulip size, especially this one, the Sovereign beer glass, the shape of the glass enhances the aroma, so it helps me out when I'm doing the reviews. Says here, not recommended for extended celery unless ABV extends average range. Well, it's 5.8, so it's not a big ABV beer, but they've got right on the label when they want you to have it by, which is May of 2016, and we're in November 2015, so we're good there. So I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so I'm thirsty. Let's get nice little hiss, the cap off of here and get it in the glass. First beer of the day. And from what I remember, these beers are kind of malty, but it's a nice maltiness, like a cracker bready maltiness. So about a finger of head on that pour. It has got a nice red hue. It's a little more amber down here in the small part of the glass, but up here in the big bold part, it is a rich copper color. Very nice looking beer. Let's get a nose on it. Yep. The black currants are there. The sweet malt is there. Like I said, it's like a biscuity, crackery, bready malt. And with the Hallertau, the German hops there, it's going to be more of an earthy, floral hop presence than you're going to get from the American hops, which are that piney grapefruit in your face kind of hops. Smells pretty good. Let's give it a taste. And I've told you guys, these beers are really exceptionally well made. But I don't drink a lot of these Marzens or lagers or anymore, just because they don't have quite enough taste. But as far as quenching your thirst and to be a nice fall, easy drinking beer, this is probably going to be a good one to pick up. Cheers. Bready, crackery malt. The hops in it are really subdued, just enough to balance out the sweet malt. More of a floral herbal hop to me. Very easy drinking, something you can grab and quench your thirst quickly, and have several of them being only 5.8%. What I call a lawnmower beer, and I don't mean that in a derogatory fashion, but something really crisp, really light, easy drinking, something that quench your thirst and not knock your face down in the dirt, being an 8, 9, 10%er. Something you can drink or pick up and share with friends. And especially with all the holidays coming up with Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, a great beer to have around with your friends. Not my typical style, but a very nice, easy drinking, crisp, refreshing beer. Well, let me take it back and let her have a sip or two, and we'll come back and do the final chug and grade on this one. It's a very well made beer. It's a very decent beer, guys. It's very, very tasty. So I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug and grade on this one. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this on the left here. Very nice, very crisp, refreshing beer, like I've said. Very easy drinking, a very well made beer. Like I said, they've been brewing beer in Germany for many centuries, guys. So pretty sure they've got the recipe down and know what they're doing over there. Like I told you earlier, it's not my typical style. These Marzens and lagers, a lot of people like these in the fall. They call them Oktoberfest. Good beer for October and November. A good beer to share if you pick up a 6-pack of these. That's something that's going to knock you in the dirt. Kind of low ABV at 5.8%, but really refreshing. So Sarah, thanks again for sending it to me. Very nice. Cheers, everybody. Final chug. Wow, very nice. Guys, there are people that's going to say, oh, that's an A beer. That's probably an 8 or 9 or even a 10 in the scale. But to me, it is a very well made beer. And like I said, not my typical style because they don't have quite enough taste for this guy, but it is a well made beer. I think I'm going to give it, if I was putting a numeric rating on this, guys, it would probably be an 88 or 89. It's a really, really tasty beer. I'm going to give it a 7, which is a B+. I think it's a really good beer, very well made beer, and these guys at Hacker-Pschorr know what they're doing. It's a real good beer for this time of the year. Alright guys, now you hopheads like me and a lot of other people that drink a lot of hoppy beers or dark beers, big ABV beers, this is probably not going to blow your hair back or your socks off, but it's a well-made beer for what it is. So, over to Beer Advocate, they say 88 in a very good range. It's about where I would put it, and it is a very good beer. Very nice beer. And like I told you guys, and this is not derogatory, it's a great lawnmower beer. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 79 and 98 in the style. I think the overall 79, and like I tell you guys all the time, these guys that do these beer reviews, unless it blows their hair back or their socks off or anything, and really impresses them. It's they don't give it a really good grade, so I disagree with the 79. I think it's at least an 88 or an 89. So that's where I would put it. I really would. Don't think it's quite to the A category, but if you're looking for a German, if I was grading it on a German Marzen or Oktoberfest Marzen, I would probably say it's an 8 or a 9. But being 1,800 plus beers, and my palate has advanced so far. If I was drinking Budweiser and I wanted to try something with a little bit more taste and something made with really good ingredients, this will be a great transitional beer to get off the micro lagers into something here. Other than the cost, because I think a 6-pack of this is going to be a little bit more than a 6-pack of Coors Light or Budweiser. But there's no adjuncts in this beer. There's no rice or corn or any of that other stuff that they use as fillers. So it's made with all barley, yeast, hops, and water. I mean, the 4 main ingredients. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. I think it's a pretty damn good beer. And I appreciate Sarah sending it to me. If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.